Hello everybody, my name is Bree and welcome to a 15-minute mobility session where we are going to specifically work on all the muscles that are going to help you actually activate your glutes better. So one of the reasons that I'm really passionate about mobility is that if you're going to take the time to work out, you might as well be also working on the mobility so that all those minutes actually make the biggest difference possible in your body. Good morning, Sebastian. Good morning, A. Logan. Everybody coming in, you guys, this is a very important session, so I want you to really flag this and do this as much as possible, and you can do this as a standalone or as a preparation for your lower body day. So we're going to take 15 minutes to do this. We're going to build heat here in this first section, so just to kind of heat the muscles up a little bit, and then we're going to get into some mobility flows that are going to be really great for opening up adductors, hips, glutes, hamstrings, the whole nine. All right, so we're going to start with a travel squat. So you're going to step out to a squat, then you're going to go out to a lateral lunge. And I want you to stay on this first lead, and we're going to do 30 seconds each leg. So I just want you to feel the difference between a squat and then as you step out, a lateral lunge. Now I also want you to be really mindful of keeping your abs tight, breathing deeply, and then focusing on really utilizing the lower body and the glutes, because the whole goal is to tie that mind-muscle connection, right? Good. Last one, and then we're going to switch other lead. Good. So just take another step out to the other side. Lateral squat, lateral lunge. Now notice the differences. It's always good to know when you're doing each move what different parts of the body it's targeting a little bit more. Notice on that lateral lunge, you feel a little bit more the adductor, right? That adductor can get really tight, and it's crucial that it's warm and it's able to really have a lot of mobility so that you can slide those hips back and really get into the glutes more. Good. Last one. Perfect. We're going to go into a reverse lunge overhead sweep. We do this a lot in our lower body days, so I want you to step back, kind of lower into that hip flexor tilt, sweep overhead. Now, because we're just building heat, I'm a little bit less concerned with you going into each position and really targeting it versus just moving through it. We're going to have plenty of time to target each muscle a little bit more in our mobility flows. Good. Now, one thing I really would advise you to do, as you are stepping back, that glute, tuck under, and then I want you to squeeze your glute as your arms go overhead as well as your core nice and tight. Hi, Dixie. Booty work. This is going to help you get the most out of your glute work. All right, we got 10 more seconds. You're starting to go a little bit lower. You should start to really feel that heat building in the body. Okay, next we're going to come into a plank, and we're going to go between a down dog and, let's do one more, let's stay even, and often referred to as the world's greatest stretch, because it is. Okay, so walk out to a plank position with me. All right, from here, we're going to spend a minute in this routine, so you're going to come back into a down dog, and then I want you to step, I often call this a spider, and give me a rotation. Good, let's start our minute right now. Press back, step through, and rotate. Now, because this is a mobility session versus a static stretch, I want you to move, but you can also move in a really controlled fashion. One thing I want you to think about is as you push back, heels go down, booty goes to the sky, core stays tight. Try to keep your body moving in one piece. The biggest thing that I see is a lot of times folks will kind of keep going. I'm just going to explain this concept. We'll kind of break apart from upper body and lower body in the middle. You want to keep a really nice, tight, straight body by keeping the core tight, allowing everything to flow head to toe. You have 30 more seconds, as well as really pushing the heels down and booty towards the ceiling. Now, as you step forward into that spider, also think about the lower body, keeping those hips square as you rotate. You're going to feel it a little bit more in the adductor. Good. Finish your last one. And then take your time and come all the way to the top, pressing the heels towards the ground. Good, and then I want you to use your glutes to squeeze up. It's a little deadlift prep there. Okay, we have one more move that's gonna be for building heat in the body, and we're gonna go ahead and focus on the adductors. So I want you to actually raise up on the toes, and you're gonna come down into a deep squat, and you can go a little wide. And yes, it's okay to come down like this with your heels up as long as you're keeping your abs tight and shooting your booty back. Now watch. I want you to place one heel down, and you're going to shift side to side, and feel that adductor stretch, yes? Now, if you can't go quite this low, check this out. You can also be shifting, and I can keep my heels up here too, shifting side to side, but I want to make sure that you're always keeping your abs tight. If you have the range of motion, you can come into this a little bit deeper. Then you can start to actually push a little bit. You're going to feel adductor, and then your glute contracts to slide back as you go side to side. This is a good one. This is definitely building heat in the body. Do you guys feel it? Good. Okay, just give me a few more, 5 seconds. And then we're actually going to go into an entire kneeling phase. Good, so come into a kneeling position. Now, definitely grab a towel or mat if you have any aversion to being in this position. And if you have any knee issues and this doesn't feel good, don't push through any knee pain. But certainly, we're not trying to push super hard down into the ground. We're actually just leveraging our body to get some stretches. So we're going to go into a kneeling adductor stretch first. Hi, Joseph. Yes, saved. Love it. Okay. I want you to take this front leg and I want you to go out 45-degree angle and I want you to push into it. Okay, so I'm watching the clock and we're going to go 30 seconds. I just want you in and out. Adductor stretch. Do you feel that? So we kind of heated it up with that low squat going side to side, and now we're going specifically on this first lead side, really focused on that adductor. You guys, I will tell you something. I've been a huge fan of mobility for many, many years. And the individuals that I train specifically that include this in their routine, go ahead and switch legs, 45-degree angle. They not only get better results, but they feel the muscle when they're working in the workout so much more. So I want to share it with you guys, and I don't want you to be shy. I want you to come back and let me know in this video if this really helps you and what was the actual stretch that you felt the most, because the comment section is where others will actually learn from you too. And it inspires everybody. Because let's be honest, stretching and mobility is kind of not as fun per se. I mean, I think it's fun, but it's necessary. Okay, we're gonna go back to that first side. I just wanna show you guys something. If you wanna be in a lunge position, you can also do it this way, but you really wanna actually feel it in a kneeling. I just wanna give you some other options. Oh, here's another option. You could go side to side. You can go in and out of it. I always wanna make sure everybody's got something they can do. Okay, watch. Here's the tweak. First side, 45-degree angle, back leg. Angle it in a little bit. So you're actually just changing the angle just a tad. Biggest thing I need you to focus on is keeping your abs tight. Now we're gonna continue it. Now, what do you notice? You feel a little bit more activation on both sides, right? 30 seconds. And you're moving in and out of it. The only change, as you can see, is that back leg angled in. Good, and you can do what feels good. If it feels good to have your toe up or bring your foot down, that's gonna be an ankle mobility decision. These are some of my very, very top secret tips, so I hope you guys are excited. All right, go ahead and gently switch. So 45-degree angle. And now this is our first side, what we did, first exercise, but now we're gonna take an angle with that back leg. And I want you to also find the way where you can keep your hips open to the front and abs tight. Here we go, in and out. So try to keep the upper body, really strong integrity in the core. I bet this is a new one you've never done. Now, if you're wondering, well, is this something I should do before every lower body or leg day or glute day? The answer is yeah, because it's gonna make such a big difference in your workout. In fact, you can go hit up the lower body workout that we did on Tuesday. Right after this, you're gonna be ready. Good. Just about 10 more seconds. Now make sure as you get a little bit tired, because these muscles also maybe are not used to being used as much, don't lose your form. So just lower the range of motion. Great job. Okay, go ahead and come up, and I just want you to twist it out. We've done a lot so far. Take a little chance to breathe right here. Here's what we have next. We're gonna go down to the ground into a 90-90 position. And I call these 90-90 get-ups. So let's go ahead and come down. So to get into your 90-90, we'll end up doing both sides. And I'm keeping you at a high view today just so you can kind of see a top-down angle. So 90-90 position, here's how you want to get into it correctly. The back leg should be directly out from your shoulder, so your arm should be parallel to that back leg. And then you try to keep the front leg in that 90-degree position without falling over. And because we're going to be moving and we're doing some get-ups here for this first phase, you can kind of be in the range of motion that feels good to you. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to lift up, you're going to sit, and then you're going to switch your legs. And you're going to flow a little bit more graceful than that. I'm watching the clock. We're going to do a minute. Just watch. I'm going to end up kind of turning around the floor a little bit. So you pop up, sit, and try to do your best not touching the ground. You certainly can support your body, absolutely. But what we're doing is we're telling our body, stretching inner and outer thigh as you go through that. It's kind of a windmill, right? And then as you come up, we're opening up hip flexors. We're squeezing the glutes behind us. This one, oh my gosh, I am obsessed with 90-90 get-ups. They just feel so functional, and you can also open up here and take your time as you flow through it. You just feel your hips really start to release and open up. The reason that hips are such a focus before a glute day specifically is because if our hips are tight, we're not going to be able to get into the positions effectively to feel them. Great job. All right, finish your last couple. And we're kind of moving into an activation phase next. So you're going to come into a supine position on your back, and we're going to do body weight glute bridges. Now this is also just to kind of fire up the booty, and so I don't want any weight, abs tight, and we're going to go ahead and take 45 seconds here, and we're just going to push up, and I just want you to think about pushing your knees away from your body. Then as you come up, push your knees out a little bit, come back down, and just move through body weight glute bridges. And this is a chance right now for you to not only warm, because as you guys know, what we do in the warm-up always sets us up for success in the workout. So right now, you got about 15 more seconds. I want you to tuck your chin and really think about bringing that neck nice and straight. And now you should feel your abs want to contract even further, and boom, you should feel your glutes even more. Yes? Finish your last one. Great job. Okay, I got 2 more. We're going to squeeze it in. I want you to come up, tabletop position with those legs. Now think of a pec deck, right? A pec deck fly. Stabilize one side. You can take it out to a slight angle. I'm watching our clock, 45 seconds. Keep your leg at 90 degrees. We're going to come in and out, or I should say out and in. What you're doing is allowing your adductor to pull your leg up. Stay at your 90 degrees. This is a level 1 glute activation session, so I want you to keep the range of motion nice and small. Do you feel that? Let your adductor grab the weight and then pull up. You guys, this is going to be a game changer right here for making sure that your adductors help you in your glute workouts. Oh, you should feel it. Finish your last one, and then we're just going to simply switch sides. Good, 15 seconds on the other leg, and you can angle out a little bit. Now here's the key. Keep your booty, both sides on the ground. So I don't want to see this. I don't want to see you rolling. Everything should be stable. Good, and I'm just going to spin a little bit. I feel like all of these moves are probably brand new. So really think about lifting now with this opposite side and pull up with your adductor. And a pec deck fly is the best way for me to describe it. You're doing it with your lower body. Good, 10 more seconds. Great job, team. Come on. You're almost there. Last one. Okay, come on up. Last move. And then I would love if you just went right into a lower body or glute focused workout next. We're going to do some air squats. Here we go. 45 seconds. Down and up. Just some nice deep pocket squats. So deep pocket squats, always think about you're kind of sliding, like you're coming down and you're sliding. Elbows are going to come into the pockets, right? Not really, but that's how I always think about deep pocket squats. You're also just deep in the pocket, nice and low. Sit low. Now you want to think about pushing your booty back. Yes. Oh my goodness. I was like, 15 minutes is going to be so much time. There's so much more we can do. So definitely Gonna look out for another glute activation mobility session because we can always keep adding more, but this one is gonna be definitely sufficient, so use this one and get into your lower body workouts. Good. Step and twist. You guys, that was the best thing you could do for your body before you're gonna go hit up a lower body session. Please make sure that you come back, bookmark this, just like Joseph, he has it saved, but come back, do this before your sessions, and then let me know how you feel. I will be back next week, same time, same place, Tuesday and Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. You will see some of those classes already loaded, so get excited. You can even set that little notification so you get a reminder. But thank you guys so much for your energy, as always. I'll see you next time.